Hi, welcome to Robot Culture. I'm your host, Kevin Isley. Today we're going to talk about why I chose the keto diet. The ketogenic diet was developed in the 1920s when doctors realized that by restricting the amount of carbohydrates and increasing the amount of good fats in a diet, that people who suffered from epilepsy reduced the amount of seizures, if not eliminating them, through this diet. And this became the standard of practice in medical care for about 20 years until pharmaceuticals were developed to help treat epilepsy. Over the last 15 to 20 years, the keto diet has been researched in people who suffer from obesity. It has proven to be a very effective and successful diet for those people. When you research the diet, you will see such claims as lose 5 pounds in 5 days. This is true. I lost 4 pounds in 4 days, but it is because of water loss. You are not losing any fat in those first days. One of the side effects of this diet is increased urine output. Yes, you do pee a lot, and I will get to that later in the video, but that's why you lose those pounds right away. I am not gonna lie, the first 2 weeks of this diet are hell. Your body is going to go through withdrawals from carbohydrates, and it is not a pretty sight. Your body, as it sits right here today watching this video, gets most of its energy through carbohydrates, especially if you're an endurance athlete. When you take away those carbohydrates, your body is signaling to your brain that it needs energy. Your brain translates that into you want a cookie, you want pizza, you want French fries, you want beer. Or at least that's how it translated it to me. But it's going to tell you to go eat certain things so you can get the fuel you need. The 21-day keto challenge, which is what I did, says that you have to eat less than 20 grams of carbohydrates in a day. This is not an easy task. You have to up your fats, and you should up it with good fats, not bad fats. I'll get to that later. Because of the increased urine output, you will need to drink a lot of water. I am 6 feet 4 inches tall, and at 197 when I started the diet, I had to drink between 3.3 and 3.5 liters of water a day. The first big benefit I saw from this diet was about day 3 when I realized around 2 o'clock I was not nodding off. I wasn't having an afternoon crash from all the carbohydrates I had normally eaten. Because when you eat carbohydrates, it spikes your insulin, and then when after the spike, it's going to have a big crash. That crash creates cravings, and this makes you want to eat more food, mostly carbohydrates. But honestly, that was the only benefit I saw right away. It was just a hell experience. I started it on January 1st, which was a Tuesday. On Thursday, January 17th, 2 weeks after I started the diet, I woke up with my 3rd headache that I've gotten since I started the diet. This is from carbohydrate withdrawals. I drank my usual 2 pints of water in the morning and 2 cups of coffee. I went to work and realized I was scrubbed in a room all day. I work in surgery, so when I say I'm in a room all day, I'm in the surgical procedures, and I cannot drink a lot of water because I can't go pee when I want to. I could feel myself dehydrating throughout the day, and I was getting really irritable, and this only compounded my headache. I could actually feel my lips chapping during the cases under my mask. My coworker said, "Kevin, what's going on? You're usually not like this." And I'm like, yeah, I started the keto diet and it's just kind of hell right now. At the end of the day, I called my wife and said, I am going to cheat on the diet today. And I went to the local liquor store and I picked up a 6-pack of my favorite IPA. 21st Amendment's blah, blah, blah. This is a double IPA that comes in at 8.3% alcohol by volume. I drank 2 beers before I went to bed, and I woke up with a headache because I was hungover from just 2 beers. That day, I had no more craving. That was a big last hurrah of the end of me becoming fat adapted. Just because your body goes into ketogenesis within 48 to 72 hours does not mean you are fat adapted. When your body first goes into ketogenesis, your cravings are really going to skyrocket. When your cravings cease, which is about 2 weeks, you are then fat adapted. Your body has given up on using carbohydrates as an energy source, and it has just converted itself over to burning fat. I do not recommend this diet for anybody who is in the cycling season. If you're doing big rides and you're putting out a lot of sweat, I would not recommend doing a low carbohydrate diet during this period. It is a perfect diet for cold weather when you're just doing base miles because you have to keep your carbohydrates below 20 grams a day. This eliminates almost all sport drinks. Because my favorite sport drink is Scratch Labs, and they come in at 36 grams of carbohydrates, which is 16 grams above your total daily intake of carbohydrates. But if you are out getting some miles, you don't want to just drink water, you need supplements to get you through that ride with electrolytes. I recommend Noon. Noon has just 7 grams of carbohydrates. Yes, that's 1/3 of the amount you're supposed to eat in one day, but you are exercising, you are burning carbohydrates, so it almost becomes like nothing. And it's loaded with all the electrolytes that you need. The benefits of this diet are really profound with people with diabetes because as you limit your carbohydrates, your insulin levels go way down, your blood sugars go way down. And because of this, you're stressing out your body, which is actually a good thing. When your body becomes stressed because of not enough carbohydrate intake for energy, your brain will signal your adrenal gland and it will secrete the hormone cortisol in high numbers. Cortisol does this really special little trick where it will convert fats and proteins into energy. And it's through this that your body will then begin to convert ketones into energy. So that is the benefit of the stressor on your cells. And when your cells get stressed, they get rid of free radicals first. And this is a very positive sign. By the end of the diet, I had lost 6 pounds from 197 to 191. I'm going to say about 3 of those pounds were water weight. So I think I lost a good 2 or 3 pounds of fat. The one thing you want to keep in mind is sugar makes you fat and fat makes you thin. This is not a diet of eating a double cheeseburger wrapped in bacon instead of a bun slathered in mayonnaise. It is instead a 6-ounce piece of fatty fish with half an avocado and Maldon salt, black pepper, and a lot of good extra virgin olive oil. This is a super high fat meal. This high fat is loaded in monounsaturated fats, which lower your bad cholesterol and raise your good cholesterol. But yeah, you can also eat a cheeseburger wrapped in lettuce too, which is what I do sometimes. I got cravings for junk food, and that's just kind of how I go about it now. Yes, I like this diet. Yes, I'm going to stick with this diet, but I am going to change it up so it fits my lifestyle as a cyclist. Next week's video is going to be all about how I've adapted the keto diet into a lifestyle. Well, I think that just about covers it. The ketogenic lifestyle, why I became keto, and the future that it may hold coming next week. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. Yeah, I know, still Twitter. I'm sticking with it. And in fact, Twitter has been my keto diary, so go check it out. And until the next time, I hope to see you out there on the road.